to dream the impossible dream. Today we're going to speak about dreams. It's a full daf dealing with dreams, different interpretation, different situation. One is for real, one is not. How do we consider the dream? Is that subconscious or is that something we to take seriously? So that's in our discussion for the entire daf, the entire page. Today we're going to study together page 56. Several incidents. First, on Amale Kesar Rabbi ben Hanania, Amrutu bechachmitu tuva, Emali mai chazina bechalme. The big Caesar said to Rabbi ben Hanania, they claim that you are very wise people. Tell me, what I'm going to dream? What is going to be my dream? Now, he is the ruler. The rabbi is afraid of what's going to happen if I tell him something. So he said, Amar le chazidim shar la parsai v'garvei bara'ach shikse b'chutcha de'ava hirei kuli amaluta chaza. He told him, look, guess what was going to happen? It was a serious tension, Rashi said, between the Rome king and the Persian king. So since he knew that, Rabbi Yeshua said to him, what's going to happen is the Persian is going to press you and push you to the service in the king, and you reach a point that they put some type of pigs in the form of gold. Now we told him all of that because what happened is that Caesar was thinking about it all day, and guess what? The next night, that's what he had in his dream. The same happened the other way around, the other king. Shvur Malka was a king, and he said to Shmuel, they said that you are smart, so tell me what I'm going to dream about. The other way around, that the Romans came and going to take you as a captive. So he told him the same. He told him that that's what's going to happen. They forced you to grind date pits and golden meal. And that's what he planted in his mind, some type of thought, and sure enough, he thought about it all day, and at night he saw it in a dream. Now we're going to speak about another fellow. His name Berachot. It's a big issue. Who is Berachot? Is he a charlatan or is for real? You can go both ways. But let's start with the literal way. Berachot was a fellow that he was dream interpreter. You give him money, he tell you good things. You don't, nah. Now, according to many commentators, all this series of dreams didn't happen overnight, happened over the course of time. But it was two great sages, one his name is Abaye and one is Rava, both have dream. And it turns, somehow, the both of them have the same dream. So, Abaye paid this fellow Berachot, Rava didn't pay him. So guess what? So the first one, he said, he brought him a sentence from the book of Deuteronomy that said that your ox will be slaughtered before you. So what happened? Rava didn't pay him. He said, your business is going to fall apart. That's what it means. You eat your heart. He says, that means that your business will be flourishing and you have no interest in eating. Then you go in the book of Deuteronomy, you have a series of admonitions. So they continue, it says, so they said in sentence that you have children, and the children, God forbid, they go to captivity. So the Rabbi said it's just the way it's written, that's it applied to you. He says the children is going to marry from the other part of the world, and as a result, you're not going to see them. You don't see them, you feel a lack in captivity, but it's like, in a sense, a positive interpretation. Continuing the sentences in the book of Deuteronomy, in the same series of admonition, is a Parshat Kitavot. It tells us 98 admonition. Your children are going to be a captive in the other nation. So the both of them, again, Abai and Rava have both of them a dream. So you children, you don't all have many, but they say that they give in marriage to your relatives, and your wife will say that they'll give it to her relatives. The other Kamachel, you feel like they are strangers because there is a dispute within the family. He says your wife will die, and we remarry, and your son daughter will come to other woman, which means stepmother, which again, pay him, nice, not paying him, bad. דאמר רב אמר רבי ירמיה בר אבא אמר רב, מה דכתיב בניך ובנותיך למאחר זו לשווא. It means when the Torah said that your children are going to be the different nation, it means apply to the new wife of the father, which sometimes create its own problem. They said that you should go and eat your bread with the joy. So what does that mean? This phrase in Ecclesiastic, he says, Labai Amar Le, like you see bread with joy. So both of them again, Abai and Rabbi have both the same idea, the same dream. לאביי אמר למרווח איסקח ואכל ושתי וקריב פסוח מחדר וליבה. To Abai he said, guess what's going to happen? Your business will be prosperous. You eat and drink, abundance, and then you said, this sentence with the great joy. לרב אמר, פסיל איסקח תבר ולא אכל ושתי וקריב לפוגח בדרך. He said, your business will fail. You slaughter meat, you not eat it, drink, and mitigate anxiety. Terrible. Akrinan, Rav Totzi Asadeh, they said, again, it's all the series of 98 admonitions. They said that the field is going to bring abundance of seed. L'Abai Amar L'Mereishe, L'Rav Amar L'Meseifer, which means the Abai, again, it's always go in a positive or negative, depending on how you take the verse. Akrinan Zatim Yulecha B'chol Gvulecha, they said that the olive you have in all your fields, L'Abai Amar L'Mereish, L'Rav Amar L'Meseifer, again, depending on how you take this sentence, you can take it both, either positive or negative. Akrinan V'ra'u Kol HaMe'aretz, they said a sentence that all the people who are not educated, all the people in the earth, basically you see the name of God proclaimed up you, which usually apply to tefillin, and they have a great awe of you. Abai Amar, Nefak Lachshma Deresh Mativ Ta'avat. Your name will be like a tremendous scholar. Ematach Nafla Ba'alma, the whole world will respect you. Rav Amar li Bedaina Malka Idvar, Umtapset Beganavi, Bedaina Kulam Kal V'chomer Minach. So guess what? The king treasury, somebody will break the safe of the king treasury. They going to you'll be arrested because they suspected you as be a thief, and and they said, if these caught these men as a thief, so what should we say? Then the Gemarah said, guess what? Exactly the way he said. Next day the treasury was broken, so they came to him. Amar le Chazan Hatsa al Pum Dani. Chassa is like one of those vegetables. They see the catch that it's many letters. Abai Amar, your business will double like a letter, which means if you look at the letters, it's a big one. They look like a double. Increase will be successful. Rav Amar Marir iskach kechassa. Some people eat it as almost as a maror and Pesach, which is bitter. So they said your business will be bitter like the chassa, like lattes. Amr le Chazan Bisral Pumdani. He said that he saw a meat said at the mouth of a cage. He says that your wine will be great, and a great aroma. It will be so good that everybody will go to you. The Rabbi said your wine will turn sour, and everyone will come to buy meat to eat it, which means that you cannot drink it. You put it as a only for this type of things. Again, it's all relate. This guy paid the other night. Again, you have some books like Maharal that go in a Kabbalistic interpretation for all of that, but in simple way, both of them have the same dream, just different interpretation. This guy paid the other night. I saw a barrel when hanging on a palm tree. So the Rabbi said, your business, you'll be high like a palm tree. The Rabbi said, your business will be sweet like a date. So Rashi right away say Klomar, and we explain many times. I have a book in Klomar and Rashi, what's the Klomar. So here, in very short, there is a story in Talmud Eruvin that talk about Ula, that he came from Eretz Israel to Babylon, and he saw that the date was such in a tremendous abundance that they give it almost for free in the market. So when you tell someone your business will be like a date, it's not positive and negative. So that's the reason why Rashi said he used Klomar, because Hali is like matok, it's like sweet. So if it's sweet, what type of negative interpretation? But basically it is negative because he told him that your business will be sweet like the date, because the date at that time worth nothing. Amre la chazar umana dikat pumdane labai amar ashik iskach kerumna. Again, they saw a pomegranate that's sprouting from the mouth of a cage. So Abai said it's good, expensive. The Rabbi said that it's much kaput. The wine will be bitter. Amre la chazan chavita nefal lebira we saw a barrel that fell into pit, Labai אמר מתבע ישכח. You have a lawsuit against your business. כדי אמר נפל פיתה בבירה ולא ישתכח. He said that like they fall into a pit and not yet found. הרב אמר פסיל ישכח ושל לבירה. So again, depend how you take it. Here it's a big question what it's a positive or negative, but in general Abai is positive, Rabbi is negative. That means that the marginals will be ruined and will be thrown to the pit. Amrele, Chazin al Bar Chama Dekave is done venoer. We saw in a dream that you see a very young donkey standing near the hands and brain. So Amar Malka Aved v'Ka'amura alach. He said that you will be like tremendous honor, like a king, and people talk. Get in public and give you a tremendous honor. Rav Amar Patir Chamor Gahit Mitfilach. He said that Peter Chamor, it's one of the words that you have in a tefillin. So he said that that's missing, or in a sense erased in your tefillin. Amar Lididi Chazile Veiti. He says, I saw myself my tefillin, and I saw that phrase, I saw Peter Chamor Tivle Beseh, I saw it in tefillin. So what are you talking about? Amar Levav de Peter Chamor Vadai Gahit Mitfilach. He said the letter Vav on the word Peter Chamor, it was erased, it wasn't there. The Sof Rabbi gets sick and tired for all this, man. He understands that it's a problem, so guess what? Amar le Hazai Asha Dasha Beriat Nafal. He said, I saw in a dream that I saw out of the door of my house had fallen. Amar le Ishtecha Shachva, your wife will die. Woo! Amar le Chazik Kabe Vishin Lidentu. I saw in a dream, I saw my molar in front of teeth falling out. Right? He said, Amar le Benach Matach Shachvan. Your children will die, God forbid. Amar le Chazai Tartei Yonid El Farchan. I saw dove that flying away. Amar le Taneren Hashem Gerashach. You have two wives you're going to divorce. Amar le Chazai Trei Galdili De Lifta. I saw two heads of tuna. Amar le Trei Kufi Balat. He says that you received two blows with the clubs, which means again it's all negative. Az al Rabba Yoma V'yati Ben Midrash Kuli Yome. Rabbi went and sat in the Beit HaMidrash to study all day. There's two blind people came there. The Havu Kamenatsu Bada, these two people were fighting, but they're both blind. So Azara Rabbi get in between, wants to make peace, right? So they hit him both, right? They want to give you another blow. It's enough for me. You both of you are hitting me like my dream. So Rava saw that it's all make no sense. At the Rava guy paying money, this guy, you know. Is Barriada for real or not? But the way that he pay him, it appears that Rabba take him seriously. Amarli, now everything turned around. Hazai Ashita Nafal. I saw a wall and a house collapse. Amarli, ooh, Nehasim Belo Metzarim Kanira. You're going to get a lot of money, you're going to purchase a lot of property, you're going to be rich. Amarli Hazai Apanda de Abai Nafal V'Chasyan Avka. He said, I saw the mention Abaye. Abaye is the Adotana that fell and covered with dust. I said, Amarli Abaye Shachir Mitiv Ta'at Gabach. Abaye is going to die and you're going to take over. Amarli Hazai Padana Didi Nafil. I saw a mention fell. V'ati Kulama Shel Vignivta Livinta. He said, they took away every brick. Amar Shmatan Badran ve'alma. He said to him, your teaching is spread throughout the world. So again, you see, the all interpretation, that's what's count. Not the dream in that sense, but how you take it. Amar Hazai Dibka Reishi. I saw my head split. Venatar Mukri. And he said, my brain fell out. Amar Udra mi Beit Sadia Nafik. He said that feather has come out of the pillow of your bed, which means you know, there's two different Hallels. One of them is Hallel, the Egyptians Hallel. So he said the same way that the Egyptian Hallels apply to miracles, so that many miracles will happen to you. Again, this guy paying him, Rabbi paying him, so Baredia said 9 things. So Abai traveled together in a boat. So Amar Ba'adik Rabbi Mchashni Salam Ali. So Baredia was afraid. He says, this guy have a miracle with him. Why should I? When Baredia was disbarking, Nafal Sifra Minei, book fell from him. So suddenly Rabbi realized and he said, this guy cheated me. Basically, why? Because all the dream followed the mouth, which means he basically heard a dream and he already planted, like we said earlier about Daniel. You know, it's like the way that the big psychologists tell you. It's the subconscious. Amar Rasha, oh, this is wicked, Barhedia. Right? Bedidach kaima v'tzarta li kol ehad. You basically, it's dependent upon your interpretation. You create such a great sorrow for me. Kulu machin lalach. I forgive everything to you. Bar mi bartei Rav Chizda. Excluding the daughter of Bar Chizda. Because Rava married the daughter of Rav Chizda, and he basically, for all the other bad interpretation, he let it go. But the demise of his wife, Rav Chizda's daughter, he didn't let go. He cursed him and he said, may it be the will of God that you, meaning Barhedia, be handed to those kingdom and they have no mercy on you. Amar Maika Avid Barhedia now was very frightened because, you know, the Kilat Chacham Efil Bechinam about that. If the curse come from a sage, we take it seriously. V'chol sheren Rava, especially a great sage like Rava, the Bedin al Kalayet, that he cursed me with justice, I deserve it. Amar Ekum Vegled, Amar Galut Chaper Atavon. Maybe I should go take an exile because they said that the exile atoned the sin of a person. Kam Gali Leveromai, he went to Rome. He said at the royal treasury. So he saw the guy there who had a dream. Now this guy, what Barhedia is, he's a dream interpreter. I saw inserted something that came out from my finger. Pay me. I'm going to tell you the dream. He didn't want to give him. He didn't want to give him interpretation. I saw that worm came out to my fingers. I said, pay money, I'll tell you interpretation. He didn't pay money, so he didn't want to tell him. The guy who in charge for the treasury, I saw that worm set itself on my whole hand. So now Barhedia said, and he said, nafal tichla bechul shirai. He said that that's indication that the worms have set upon all the royal garb under your supervision, which means he's basically saying something very serious, right? So, the royal court heard that the silk was ruined. They want to kill him. Why you want to kill me? To go the other guy, he knew about it. He's a dream interpreter. He know everything and he didn't tell us. I told Barhedia. So now, exactly the way that he cursed him, now it happens, right? So they brought Barhedia to search what's going on. Because he didn't pay you the zuz, he didn't pay the cash, so you caused to tell all of that, and you are the reason. Charvu shirai de malka, the silk of the king have been destroyed. It's because of you. So now is a time of punishment, right? So they bound together two cedar trees with the rope. They tie his leg on one side and the other side. They did it such a cruel death that the head split. Each cedar tree reconciled stood, terrible death, and they fell to two pieces. It's like the way that the cursing happened. Now we go to dream interpretations. But look, the truth is he was a charlatan, right, in many ways. And the Rava cursed him. Now it's a different dream. I saw the two pie of my cheek, jaws, the fallen way. There are two Roman army or a warrior that wants to plot the evil, but they died, they couldn't make it. I saw my nose that fall apart. Anger, meaning that roughness upon you was lifted. I saw my two hands that cut off. You don't need your hands anymore, which means you'll be wealthy. I saw my two legs that was cut. You have a horse, which is a high degree. חזאידה אמר לי, באדר מיתת וניסן לא חזית. אמר לי, בהדרות המיתת ולא עתיד לניסיון. So he said, in the month of Adar I'll die, and I'll see the months of Nisan. So he replied and he said that you will die in a great honor and glory, and you not come to try by temptation. אמר לי, צדוקי לרבי ישמעאל, זה נאי צדוקי. said Rabbi Yishmael, ראיתי שאני משקה שמן הזיתים. I saw that I put the oil upon the olives. אמר לי, בעל אמו, is evidently that you have relation with your mother. אמר לחזה לקטיף לי כוכבה. I saw that I buckle a star. It says בר ישראל גנבת. You kidnap Israelite. אמר לחזה דבלית לכוכבה. I saw that I swallow a star. אמר לבר ישראל זמן תה ואכלת לדמי. You basically kidnap and you take the money and you consume it. אמר לחזיין דן אשכנא הדתה. I saw my eyes touching each other in a dream. אמר לבראכותו, you have a relation with his sister. אמר לחזד נשקי סיירה, I saw that they kissed Rumun. אמר לבעל של ישראל, you cohabited with the wife of another fellow Jew. אמר לחזד דחרינה בתונה דס אסה, I saw that I treated on the shadow of mortal. אמר לבעל נערה מורסה, you have a relation with a woman that engaged. אמר לחזאי תונה מעלי והוא מתעתאי, I saw a shadow above me and below me. אמר לי משכבך הפוך, which means your bed will be reversed, which means it will be in a reverse fashion. אמר לי חזאי עובד עדר לפוטריה, I saw a raven surround my bed. אמר לי אשתך זנתם אנשים רבה, my wife have relation with many men. אמר לי חזאי יוני עדר רפויה, I saw a dove surrounding my bed. אמר לי נשים הרבה תימתה, you contaminate, defile many women. אמר לי חזאי נקית ריון ופרחן, I saw 2 doves that they're flying away. אמר לי תרתי נשן הסבת ופתרתים בלא גט, I have 2 wives and you didn't give them a divorce bill of yours. It's all dream and interpretations. אמר לי חזה לקלפין הבא, I saw that I peeling eggs. אמר לי שח וכמי שלחת, אמר לי כולו יתנאו במעבר לילה. He said that he striped corpse. So the Sadducees said to him, all of that true, excluding this one, that he didn't do it. So now we talk about the last one is not true. אמרה לי הגלימה ומחסה לגמרי פלוני הדמית והשלחתי. That's exactly what he said. That's happened. That belongs to certain man who die and you stripe it from him, which means Rabbi Yishmael's interpretation showed to be true. אמר לי, חזאי דאמרי לי, שווק לך אבוך נכסה בקפודקאיה. This is name of a place, Kapodkaya. So Rabbi Yishmael said, I saw that they said to me in a dream, your father left a property in that place, Kapodkaya. So אמר לי, יתלך נכסה בקפודקאיה, אמר לי לאו. He said, you have a property there? He said, no. He said, אז אל עברו לקפודקאיה. Your father is there, gave you קפודקאיה? אמר לי לאו, לא. No. So, אם כן קפה קישור הדיקה אסרה זיל חזי קפה דריש אסרה שמלה זוזה אג'ל אשגח שמלה זוזה. So he said to him, that's the case. Remember, now is a different situation. He's paying him to interpret the dream. So, so it's positive, right? So he said, kapa, it's a Greek means beam, daka mean 10. Go to the 10th beam in your house and you will find that it's full of coins. So he went and found a full of coins, right? It's like the guy that said that he went to Turkey. He is a historian, archaeologist, and he went to old mansion in Turkey, and he said he broke the walls, one of the old deserted mansion, and he found this a small Sefer Torah was hidden in the wall. So anyway, basically Kappadaka, it's a double meaning in the name Kapodikaya, which means it is a state, Kapodkaya, which is in Asia, right? Kappa beam, which is Kappa in Aramaic, and in Greek Kappa, it's a crook pole. So anyway, Rashi comments that the Greek Kappa, indeed it means that it's Aramaic beam, but the Kapodkaya is understood mean to be a 10th beam. Anyway, Amar Rabbi Chanina, now we go to a list of different things that people see in a dream. So we said many times that a person, if you are really disturbed, you go before 3 people, there is a special nusach in a siddur, and they do atavat chalom. But if they see a dream, here you give it an interpretation. Basically, it's a positive interpretation, and people should take it properly. אמר רבי חנינא, רואה בערב החלום רואה שלום, שנאמר ויחפרו עבדי יצחק בנחל וימצאו שם באר מים חמים. He says if one see a well in a dream, see peace, because they said in Isaac in Genesis 26 that his servant dug in a valley and they found a well of living water. ומכאן אומר מצא תורה שנאמר כי מוצאים מצא חיים וכתיבה רבה מים חיים. רב אמר חיים ממש. So another two interpretation. Rabbi Dr said that since always water it's a illustration for Torah, so it means that he found the increasing of Torah because Torah is like a living water, and the Rabbi said that it's really actual life. אמר רבי חנן שלוש שלומות. Rabbi Hanan said that there are three items seen in a dream that it's a indication of peace. Nahar, tzipor, ukdera, a river, a bird, and a pot. Now is the sources. דכתיב אם נוטה לעיני כנהר שלום ציבור, דכתיב כציבורים עפות כנגן השם צבקות. ודרה דכתיב השם תשפוט שלום לנו. So the three sources, all in Isaiah, one in Isaiah 66 and one in 31 is 126, and all the three sources speaks about three implications that use the same words, and it's all applied to peace. אמר רבי חנינא ובגדרה שאין בבשר שנינו. Rabbi Hanina said we learned that a pot in a dream is a sign of peace with regard to a pot that does not have meat in it. As a pot has meat, and it symbolizes of calamity. Why? Because it's written in the book of Micah, chapter 3, ופרסו אשר בסיר כבשר בתוך קלחת. Yes, they chop them in pieces, and what is in a pot is a flesh in a kalachat is like cauldron, so it means that it's a meat. So it means that the pot has to be without meat, so there is a symbol of peace. אמר רבי שמעון לוי ראה נהר בחלום משקים, שלומר אם נותן לה כנהר שלום. He said, since we talk about rivers and bird and pot, and it's a little ambiguous in someone sees in a dream what exactly is. Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi said one who sees something in a dream that may interpret it ambiguously should quickly recite the appropriate verse as a positive interpretation. So to give an example, one who sees river in a dream should rise early an example and recite is a verse that said in the book of Isaiah, I'll extend peace to her like a river. So again, it's like he turn around to a positive outcome. קודם שיקדים לנו פסוק אחר כי יבוא בנהר צר. Before they come another sentence that come as a negative, as a distress like a river. הרואה ציפור בחלום ישכים ואמר כי ציפורים עפות כן יגן. So again, the same thing. You should make the pasuk, the sentence that is positive. If you see a bird, you should say a bird's hovering, so it will be Lord of hosts, protect Yerushalayim. That's what they said in the book of Proverbs. But not כציפור נודדת מקינה, not like a bird that is wanders from a nest. But this is another sentence. So again, it should be in a positive. הרואה קדרה בחלום, one who sees in a pot in a dream, ישכים ואומר השם תשפוט שלום לנו. He'll rise and he said, Lord will establish peace for us. קודם שיגיד לנו פסוק אחר, שפוט אסיר שפוט. Before he said the other pasuk in Ezekiel that said, set on the pot, set it on. So again, the idea is you wake up, you said the positive pasuk, over. הרואה ענבים בחלום ישכים ואומר כענבים במדבר קודש ממנו פסוק אחר ענבינו בן וראש. The same idea. If someone see grapes in a dream, should rise early and recite. I found Israel like grapes in the wilderness, a book of Hosea, before a different verse, and again it's a negative in Deuteronomy. The grape are grape of gall, the clusters are bitters. That's in Deuteronomy. So instead of saying negative, you should say positive right away. הרואה הר בחלום ישכים ואומר מה נבוא הערים רגלי בבשר גדולים שכבנו פסוק אחר על הערים עשיו יחיבני. If you see a mountain, you should say from the book of Isaiah, how beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of messengers of good tidings. Before we said the other one, which is in Jeremiah 9, that said for the mountains will I take up a weeping and wailing. So again, there are several psukim for everything. Make sure that the pasuk you said is a positive. הרואה שופר בחלום. We just finished the high holidays, so shofar is the sound in the Rosh Hashanah, right? It's used to proclaim a jubilee year. and if someone see the shofar in a dream, ישכים ויאמר וים באומר יתקע בשופר גדול כתוב שבין הפסוק תקעו בשופר בגבעה. So he should rise up and say the proper pasuk from the Isaiah. They said, and it shall came to pass in that day that the great shofar will be sounded, etc. And it's a beautiful word, and they shall come that they lost in the land of Assyria and dispersed in the land of Egypt, which means that it's a positive pasuk. But before, they said the other pasuk from Hosea, chapter 5, blow your horn shofar in Givah, which is a negative connotation. הרואה כלב בחלום, ישכים ואמר לכל בני ישראל לא יחץ כלב לשונו. קודם שיגיד כתוב בפסוק אחר, והכלבים מה זה נפש. If you see a dog in a dream, right? Not, what is his name? Cyrus?
Cyrus, yeah.
Cyrus. Before you see your dog, you have dog? Dog? Okay. So before you see your dog, no, it's not. It's just if you see dog in a dream. So you should say from the book of Exodus, when the children of Israel left Egypt, so all the dogs did not bark, they did not put their tongues, they let them pass, cross out the Egypt. Before the other pasuk from Isaiah, yeah, the dogs are greedy, which is the other way around. הרואה ארי בחלום, if some see a lion, like a Leo, is one of the 4 largest cat in the family of of the Ari. It's like some say that it's like 550 pounds, right? So השכים ויאמר אריה שרד מלא יירא כדי להשתמש בפסוק אחר על אריה ירא מסומכו. Again, you should say the positive sentence from the book of Amos. The lions are roared, and who will not fear? The Lord has spoken. Who can about the prophecy? Before he said the other one from Jeremiah 4, a lion is gone up from the thicket, and I destroy nations is set out, gone forth from his place. So again, he should say it as an indication of a positive pasuk and not a negative pasuk. הרואה תגלחת בחלום, ישכים ויאמר ויגלח ויחלב שמותיו, כל שגלום בסוג אחר, כי אם גולחתי ושם מני כוחי. If someone sees a shave in a dream, should rise early and say, like in Joseph when he was out in jail, so he shaved himself and changed his garments, right? Rather to say the other from the book of Judges, chapter 16, if I have been shaven, then my strength will go from me and I shall become weak. So again, has to be positive. הרואה באר בחלום, see a well in a dream. ישכים ויאמר באר מים חיים, קודם שקימנו פסוק אחר, כי הכיר בית ממאה. You should say from the Song of Songs, a sentence, a well is living, a well of living water. Before a different verse, as a cistern well with the waters, so it wells in its wickedness, right? הרואה קנה בחלום, ישכים ויאמר קנה רצוץ לא ישבור, קודם שיקדימנו פסוק אחר, הנה בטחתי לך על משענת הקנה הרצוץ. So one who see a reed in a dream should rise early and recite the bruised reed shall he not break, from Isaiah, rather than to say from the the book of Kings, now behold, you trust upon the staff of this bruised reed, which is a disparaging depiction of Egypt. Now it's a list of things what you see, what you're expecting. So if you see a reed, it's called kaneh, should expect wisdom, right? Because they said in Proverbs, get kaneh, which is wisdom. Kanim yitzpe lebina, shnemar b'chol kenachar kaneh bina. If you see more than one reeds, like kanim, should expect understanding. It said in the Proverbs, with all acquisitions, acquire understanding. Rabbi Zera said, if you see, Amar Rabbi Zera, Kara, Kura, Kira, Kanya, Kulu ma'alu lechokhma. A heart of palm, which called Kura, a pumpkin, heart of palm, wax, Kira, and reed, Kanya, all are all advantages when one dream about it. So it's good dream. They try to give a positive interpretation. Tanya en marim gluin ale mishu yireh shamayim b'chol kocho. They say that pumpkin is only shown in the dream to one who's fear heaven with all its might. Right? Because pumpkin, gluim, are interpreted as an acronym for Dalu Einai Lamarom, abbreviation, which is from Isaiah. They said, my eyes will rise on high. So pumpkins is basically among the largest fruits, but rather than growing tall, remains on the ground. So it's similar to Rav Nissim Gaon said that this is similar to those who fear heaven, who are humble and self. It's a very humble people, not haughty. הרואה שור בחלום see an ox in a dream, ישכים ואמר בכור שור הדר לא, כשמנו פסוק אחר כי גח שור את איש. He should say that the firstling book Majesty in his from the Deuteronomy 33, instead of saying the Exodus, and if an ox gore a man. Since we talk about ox, so the 5 matters are said in a dream with regard to ox. האוכל מבשרו נתאשר נגחו אביין לבנים שמלקחים בתרומה נשכו איסורים בעלה ובעתו דרך חוקם זדמלה ורחבו לגדולה. If you see an ox in a dream, there are 5 different phases how you see it and what's the interpretation. So he said, if you see it, one who dreams that he ate from the flesh will become wealthy. One who dreams that the gore will have sons, which means that he have children, that they are Torah scholars. Who go in attempt to better understand the Torah. One who dreams that beat him, suffering is coming to him. One who dreams that he kicked him will be acquired to travel a great distance in the future. One who dreamed that he was riding it in, so it's a sign that he will rise to greatness. והתניא רחבו מת, לא קשיא עד רחב לתורה, עד רחב תורה לדידי. So he said in the Braita that he was riding it. So he said, and you'll this is not difficult. This was that he was riding the ox. The other one is the ox was riding him. Only in a dream you can see. הרואה חמור בחלום נצפה לישועה שנאמר, הנה מלכך רוכב לך צדיק ויושע הוא עני ורוכב על חמור. If someone see a donkey, so you should say from the book of Zechariah, it spoke about the end of the day Messiah. They said, behold, your king come unto you, his trumpet, victorious, lowly, and riding upon a donkey. That's the description of Mashiach. הרואה חתול בחלום, you see a cat in a dream, באתרא דקראו לשונרא נעשית לו שירה נאה, שינרא נעשה לו שינוי רע. Depend how you call it. If you call it shunra, so it's a nice song, so it composed for him. But if it's a shinra, it's undergo a change for a worse. הרואה ענבים בחלון לבנות בין מזמנם שלו מזמנם יפות, שחורות בזמנם יפות שלו מזמנם רעות. If you see a grape, depends. If it's a white, it's good. If it's a dark, black, it means that depend. If it's the right time, it's fine. If it's not the right time, it's a bad sign. הרואה סוס לבן בחלום, if you see a white horse in a dream, בין בנחת בין ברדוף יפה לו. If you see it, the white horse, regardless if he's walking or running, is good omen for him. אדום, if you see it red, horse walking, בנחת יפה ברדוף קשה. If it's a good omen, he's running, if he's walking is a good omen, if he's running, it's a bad omen. הרואה ישמעאל בחלום, you see Ishmael in a dream. So they said that תפילתו נשמעת, ישמעאל נשמע, that means his prayer will be heard. ודווקא ישמעאל בן אברהם, that specific, the Gemarah said, if you see the picture which we don't have of Ishmael, son of Abraham Avinu. אבל תיעה בעלמא, תיעה meaning an Arab, just to see an Arab, a random Arab in a dream, לא, it doesn't have the meaning. הרואה גמל בחלום, if you see a gamal, it's like camel in a dream, it said, מיתה נכנסה לו מן השמיים והצילו ממנו. It's omen that the death was decreed upon him in heaven, but he was spared. אמר רבי חמא ברבי חנינא, מה יקרא? Rabbi Dr said, how do you allude to this? So they said in book of Genesis, ואנוכי ירד ממך מצרמה ואנוכי הלכה גם עלו. They said, I'll go down into in Egypt and I will surely bring you up. גם עלו, bring you up. So it means it's acronym גמל. רב נחמן בר יצחק אמר מהכה, he said in the book of Samuel chapter 12, they said, גם אשר מעביר חטאתך לא תמות. The Lord also גם has put away your sin, you should not die. Which means, some explain that the Maharsha said that that in the word Gam, Hashem, are an allusion to the Greek letter Gamma, you know, the way how to write Gamma in Egypt, in Greek, to which the sages refer as gam, which corresponds to the Hebrew letter gimel. Even its shape somewhat similar to the hump of a camel. So again, it's a good sign. Haro'eh Pinchas b'chalom, if you see Pinchas in a dream, pele na'aseh lo. It's omen that the miracle will be performed on his behalf, just as miracle performed to Pinchas. Haro'eh pil b'chalom, you see an elephant. Elephant is the large mammal, and they write in Elephantus family. Elephant was the largest living animals on the earth today, right? So, and usually live about 50 to 70 years of life. So if someone see it, pilei plaot na'aseh lo. Pilim pilei pilot na'asu lo. If you see one, it means that a great miracle will perform for him. But if you see many, it means that miracle will be. It's one. It's that it will be performed for him. But the other one is pilei pilot na'asu lo. A great miracle happened to him. והתניא כל מיני חיות יפים לחלום חוץ מן הפיל ומן הקוף. The Gemarah asks, in the Braita, all species of animals are good omens in a dream, with the exceptions of elephants and a monkey. So it's the opposite. So the Gemarah answered and said, Lo kashya, this is not difficulty. Hamed mesaragad lo mesarag. This opinion that seeing an elephant is a good omens referred to the case where one saw a saddle, which is this opinion is a bad omen, referring to the case that the elephant are not settled. But one who sees the other way, it's not settled. It's not a bad. So again, you